As Victoria Irene Hernandez stands before Judge Boyd, facing the consequences of years of missed chances and broken promises. What starts as a routine probation review transforms into a powerful moment of accountability, emotion, and tough judicial reality. Hernandez was originally given deferred adjudication back in 2020 for abandoning a child, a second chance meant to keep her out of prison if she followed strict conditions. But instead of progress, the court reveals a long list of violations. We're talking 36 sanctions from felony drug court alone. 36. Each one representing a failed drug test, missed requirement, or refusal to comply with court-ordered programs designed to help her get clean and rebuild her life. As the hearing unfolds, Judge Boyd doesn't hold back. He details how the system gave her opportunity after opportunity, treatment programs, supervision, structured support. Yet she continued to fall short. The judge makes it clear, probation is a privilege, not a right. And when someone repeatedly ignores the court's orders, there comes a point where consequences are unavoidable. Then the focus shifts to something even more serious, her child. The court discusses 2 open CPS investigations involving allegations of neglect and abuse. Even more alarming, information found on her phone reportedly triggered additional concerns about her ability to safely care for her child. The judge emphasizes that her child has special needs, requiring stability, responsibility, and a parent who can put their life in order. By the end of the hearing, the tension peaks. Judge Boyd revokes her deferred adjudication, formally finds her guilty, and sentences her to 2 years in a state jail facility. The message from the bench is clear. Repeated chances do not mean unlimited chances. This case serves as a powerful reminder that the justice system can offer rehabilitation, but it also demands accountability.
The state. Defense.
Michael DeLeon for Ms. Hernandez.
And are you Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, I know you were recently appointed to represent Ms. Hernandez. Are you waiving your time?
We are waiving any type of preparation period, Your Honor. I believe we have come to a resolution.
All right. Are you the same Victoria Irene Hernandez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 8599 for the offense of abandoning a child with intent to return on January 4th, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 13 on or about the 23rd day of April 2024 in Bear County, Texas. Defendant Victoria Irene Hernandez did then and there operate a motor vehicle without a valid Texas driver's license in violation of condition number 13.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Yeah. The waiver of any violating conditions.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 13, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Is there a proposed agreement?
No, there's not.
All right. State, what are you requesting?
State's requesting verification.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, probation had made a recommendation to extend for 1 year place Ms. Hernandez in a DDRF, followed by mixed supervision and a parenting class. And as the court could see, she was in felony drug court. DDRF was held in abeyance last time as an option, and she is motivated to go to DDRF, be successful in it. Apparently the wait is only 3 to 6 weeks, and that's what we're asking the court to do.
Ms. Hernandez, I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. And let me just tell you why. Felony drug court is an intensive form of probation. I know that. But from reviewing the court summary at the sanctions that they gave you over there, and let me just tell you how many sanctions they gave you, which means this is how many chances they gave you. You understand? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That's what you're coming to this court with. 36 times felony drug court was seeking to work with you. So you see where my mindset is? And do you understand why?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so I placed you on probation here. Well, it was heard on March 9th, 2022. And that's when you were sent to felony drug court. So I don't think you're a good candidate for probation.
Judge, if I could,
Yes.
one thing for Ms. Hernandez, the good thing about felony drug court for her was that it is our belief that it has worked. She has been clean since September, and if she was tested today, she's going to come up negative.
Mhm.
So, it's not like she totally, yeah, there's several things that she did do correctly in felony drug court. There are a number of things, obviously, as the court has seen, that weren't done correctly, but she's made a lot of her appointments, and she has ended up clean, which is the point of felony drug court.
I just don't think you're a good candidate. I mean, felony drug court. I mean, there are major issues, but instead they are still trying to work with you. And they tried to work with you a lot. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people want to stay on probation. They do. Like, nobody wants to go to prison. I don't take any joy in sending the people to prison. And everybody that I send to prison or everybody I place on probation, I actually do remember them. Even as a defense attorney, I had some clients who ended up in prison. Guess what? I still remember them and wondering how they're doing, and hopefully they've changed their life. And it'll be the same with you. I just don't think you're a good candidate for probation. I think we try. So,
And Judge, the only other thing is she's never been given a felony conviction before. That's why she wants to stay on defer. She's motivated for it, and that's why she was hoping that the probation's recommendation would be followed.
all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find 13 true. I'm going to revoke, find you guilty.
Anybody else? How about before all the past 3 years?
Judge.
Yes.
So I was going back and forth with the drug court personnel in this case, and there is some concern if she is given a sentence JSAT.
Oh, it's not going to be JSAT.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And what was the concern though? Now you've piqued everyone's interest.
Judge, they feel that a JSAT sentence is not the reason why she was kicked out of drug court and so forth. They just don't think JSAT would be appropriate. And some other concerns in regards to her child. So if she was given, from my understanding, there is a CPS open case for neglect and possible abuse. Not on me, on the father.
Okay.
There's an open case.
And state you're asking for revocation?
So we are not opposed to revocation, but we are not with JSAT.
Okay.
Judge, if I
I mean,
may,
what I can tell you, I wasn't going to give her judgment satisfied. I just, let me just tell you what my thought processes were.
Yes,
My
Your Honor.
thought process in reading everything was I saw that there's a child involved, right? This case involves a child and it's abandoned with intent to return. So I understand, and I understand that that child, they're telling the report is special needs,
Yes.
but she's making horrible choices.
so DDRF only lasts for long, probation only lasts for long. If we help her continue, she has a possibility of, one more chance, and the court has given plenty of chances before, but if she's given one more chance, there's a possibility that one day she's going to be still with this child, and that child needs a stable parent, and DDRF will help in that potentially.
And you are not saving your special needs child.
The courtroom is tense from the moment Victoria Irene Hernandez enters. She's a mother with a troubled past, standing before Judge Boyd, facing the weight of years of repeated mistakes. The story isn't just about legal violations, it's about a life marked by struggle, failed chances, and the very real consequences of neglect. Hernandez was given deferred adjudication back in 2020 after abandoning her child, a legal lifeline meant to give her a chance to rebuild, to follow the rules, and to prove she could be a responsible parent. But over the years, the opportunity slipped further from her grasp. By the time of this hearing, she had racked up 36 sanctions in felony drug court alone, each one representing another broken promise, another moment where she failed to meet the court's expectations. The list of violations reads like a record of lost chances, missed drug tests, skipped meetings, ignored court orders. It is a history that can no longer be ignored. Judge Boyd doesn't mince words. Deferred adjudication is a privilege, not a guarantee, and the repeated failures paint a concerning picture. Over and over, the court provided Hernandez with structured programs, support, and supervision, hoping she could take the steps needed to turn her life around. The judge's frustration is evident, but it is coupled with the reality of responsibility. There comes a point where repeated warnings and chances are no longer enough, especially when a child's well-being is at stake. Hernandez's past struggles with drugs and neglect are clear, but they cannot overshadow the responsibility she holds toward her child, particularly a child with special needs who relies on stability, care, and a parent who can be present and accountable. The hearing reveals that there are 2 active CPS investigations involving Hernandez and the child's father. Allegations of neglect and abuse have been raised, including evidence found on Hernandez's phone, which raised questions about her ability to provide a safe environment. The court emphasizes that the child's safety is non-negotiable. Judge Boyd's questions and comments underscore a recurring theme. Repeated failure to comply with court orders is not something the justice system can overlook. The stakes are personal and legal, a convergence of past mistakes, present accountability, and the future welfare of a vulnerable child. As the discussion continues, it becomes clear that this is more than a routine hearing. It is a reckoning. The court details Hernandez's history with the drug court, the sanctions she accrued, and the missed opportunities to comply with her probation. The judge points out that rehabilitation requires effort, commitment, and consistency. Opportunities to change cannot be infinite, and when a parent repeatedly fails, the consequences must reflect the reality of those failures. The child's needs are central to every decision made in the courtroom, and the court must weigh the mother's struggles against the child's right to a safe, stable environment. The tension builds as the judge addresses Hernandez directly, highlighting the repeated interventions, warnings, and programs she was offered. Each chance was an attempt to correct course, yet the record shows a clear pattern of non-compliance. The court's focus is unwavering: the child's welfare, the mother's accountability, and the legal consequences that follow from her actions. Hernandez listens as the gravity of the situation is laid bare. Every failed test, every missed appointment, every ignored order contributes to the court's conclusion. This is the reality she now faces, one shaped by years of choices and inactions. Ultimately, Judge Boyd makes a decisive ruling. Deferred adjudication is revoked, Hernandez is found guilty, and she is sentenced to 2 years in a state jail facility. The judge's words are firm, emphasizing that repeated opportunities do not remove the responsibility a parent has to their child. The decision reflects the need for accountability, the seriousness of neglect, and the importance of providing a stable, safe environment for a child who depends on adult guidance and care. This is a stark reminder that while the justice system offers rehabilitation, it also enforces consequences when repeated failures threaten the well-being of others. The courtroom leaves a lasting impression. It demonstrates the delicate balance judges must maintain between offering second chances and protecting vulnerable individuals. Hernandez's case serves as both a cautionary tale and a window into the real-world consequences of repeated legal and personal failures. It highlights the challenges faced by parents struggling with addiction and neglect while underscoring the court's unwavering focus on the welfare of children. In the end, the message is clear: accountability is essential, opportunities are finite, and the responsibilities of parenthood carry consequences that cannot be ignored.
CPS Kate is on the father and the current girlfriend. And
So let me get this straight and correct me if I'm wrong. So you are saying that there's allegations of abuse, and those allegations are abuse against the father who he's with?
yes, Your Honor. And the case has been open for about they opened one CPS case, my court did, because of the what they had found in my phone. And then the caseworker got in touch with
What did they
the
find?
father.
Wait, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
So
state your name.
Victoria Hernandez.
What did they find in your phone?
So later on, they said that it was because the autism doctor recommended that they lock the door at night. But I thought they were just locking my son in the room all day. And so that's what drug court found on my phone when they were going through our messages, was me getting mad at the dad about locking my son in the room. And so they called CPS for neglect. And then the dad got another CPS case because I believe the school called CPS for neglect as well.
All right, any objection to somebody from drug court zooming in?
Objection. Objection.
All right, just have a seat. Drug court is going to zoom in. So,
That's how you doing today?
all right, how are you doing?
I'm great.
I miss you guys.
We miss you too.
Okay. All right, Ms. Hernandez, if you'll come down. We're back on the record in 2020 CR 8599, State versus Victoria Hernandez. All right, so we have Officer Garcia by Zoom. Any objections to her being by Zoom? Defense?
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right, and the state has already stated that they do not have any objections. Officer Garcia, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. Do you waive any confidentiality that Ms. Garcia has as it relates to your time in felony drug court?
Mhm.
You didn't want her talking about.
Oh, no, I don't mind.
All right, so you're giving up that right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objection to her testifying in the narrative?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Officer Garcia, because I was inclined to sentence her to the Bexar County Jail under 1244 to 1 year. Can you tell us how she was doing? What have been the issues with her in the drug court, and what would be your recommendation for her?
As you saw in the court summary, we did work with her extensively. Every time there was a violation, we used progressive sanctions. We did have DDRF in abeyance, back on 9/20/2023. Instead of that, we went ahead and gave her the chance to do Alpha Home, which she did complete. However, she went right back to her old criminal thinking. People, places, the basics that we teach in felony drug court. kind of intertwined the two. And that is the only reason why we found out is like it fell into our lap. It wasn't something that we were looking for. And we had concerns again because of her special needs child. We do have another case against her in CPS. So the CPS case, there is one pending for the father of her child, and we do also have one for herself.
All right. Do you know, with regards to the case for herself, what is that about?
Because of what was found on her phone.
So what was found on her phone has absolutely nothing to do with the child's biological father?
It's actually both of them are involved. But again, he was the only one that the case had. The first CPS case is only on him. So when we found the information that included both of them, a CPS case was filed against her as well.
So what was on her phone? Did it have to do with, I don't want to get into too much, but what was on her phone? Did it have to do with her as it relates to her and her child?
Yes. Concerning for her to be around her child. Absolutely.
Okay.
And then considering her case that she's on as well. So with that being said, we have seen often that we work with the individuals and there wasn't really enough progress, and we don't feel comfortable with probation doesn't like to recommend revocation. But we have seen in drug court that a lot of our participants are getting credit for time served. So we didn't want her to just, get a JSAT and be done, because then there's no problems that are fixed. And then we have the concern for the son. So that is very concerning. If I could recommend revocation without the JSAT, I would. And I would like to. That's what I would like to happen.
All right. Do you have any questions?
I do, Judge.
All right.
Officer Garcia,
Yes, sir.
throughout her time throughout felony drug court, she tested negative on multiple occasions, correct?
She did. However, she also
How
tested.
long ago was that?
Let me check. Drug test. Well, she did have a no-show, so to us, that was April the 17th. That is considered a positive in felony drug court. Let's see, her last positive would have been September of last year.
That's all I have for you. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. And Officer Garcia, you all are not willing to accept her back. Is that correct?
No, Judge. We worked so much with Miss Victoria, and it just seems like we hit a wall at this point.
All right. Thank you so much for zooming in on such short notice. I appreciate it.
Yes, Judge. You have a good rest of your afternoon.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you still insisting that what was in your phone was not related to you?
I wasn't aware the second time around that a CPS case was put on me. I've been in jails.
No. My question is, are you still saying that what was on your phone?
And I would argue that, she has done several things right. She's also done several things wrong, but there was several things. She did participate in the felony drug program and did a lot of good things. So we want the court to reflect on that.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to revoke you. Let me see. Where is the trial court certification?
Handed it to the court.
I do have it here. The court is going to revoke you. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will give you credit for any time served. The court will give you credit if you successfully complete an inpatient treatment, because I see there was some inpatient treatment maybe through alcohol. If you successfully completed that, the court will give you credit for that. And the court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility. I'll recommend the therapeutic community. I can't force them to place you in there, but if you going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion. not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. You're going to have to get your life in order. If you don't, your life is going to continue to spiral out of control. Felony Drug Court is a good program. They work with you for 2 years trying to help you, and you still just want to do whatever you've been doing, which is not good for your son. I always tell people you're an adult. Your son is not an adult. Your son is 100% dependent on you, upon you, and you're just doing foolish things. Good luck to you.